you've had a really interesting, pretty remarkable marketing automation journey. Can you kind of frame that up for us? Talk about where were you, what was going on before you made this big decision to transition all of your clients to Eloqua here over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I love the question. It gives me the opportunity to brag a little bit about Paciolan as a visionary and an innovator. My journey started in 2011, and we were just starting to really identify marketing automation capabilities at Paciolan. And so we had some early adopters. We were using a different tool and a different platform back then, but some early adopters that showed some successes early on. I think we had maybe 5 to 10 clients that were really, excited about an opportunity to do things as basic as let's get an automated data feed so that every morning we could come in and target our buyers from yesterday or target accounts who did something yesterday, right? And that slowly graduated into, how can we send out some triggered confirmations, or how could we start creating some efficiencies around birthday campaigns and things like that, right? As you think about 10 plus years ago and how we were trying to use automation to try to supplement staff, as we talked about some of the challenges there. And what really started to happen was we were starting to see some successes with those 10 accounts. And eventually, over the last 13 years, we slowly, but quickly, if you think about it, grew to about 120 customers who we were trying to support and push technology around how best to innovate, how best to strategize, how best to use automation, not only for client engagement and fan engagement, but for also prospecting and renewals and lead generation. And what ended up happening is we outgrew the technology that we were on, right? So there was a need, ironically, in the middle of a COVID pandemic, where we needed to evaluate some technologies so that we could be more strategic, we could scale, we could be more advanced in our data processes to really give our clients the opportunities that they needed. They needed to be able to have a sophisticated data model. They needed to be able to have uh, advanced personalization and dynamic content capabilities. They needed to have the insights into what people were doing, what were they buying, what were they attending, what were they donating, what websites were they visiting. But we also needed to be easy to use, right? I think we talked about earlier. Sometimes the people we're dealing with are the college interns that are working in the ticket office for the semester. Sometimes we're working with associate athletic directors, right? So there needs to be an ability to do the easy things easy, but still be able to do some of the complicated things, which led us to a journey. And again, I'll not trying to jump ahead, but that led us to Oracle Eloqua, and we have never looked back. I think we worked with you guys. We worked with the R1 team to identify, even before we signed on with Oracle. We worked with the R1 team to kind of scope out what the data model could look like, how we could actually take 120 customers at the time from one technology and migrate them over to this new technology, and built that out. I think keeping on brand, R1 built us a playbook that we could use to really scale our migration attempts, which brought us to where we are now, which is a fantastic place to be.